What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we delved into the collective unconscious palace of everywhere. Mementos. We then, well, I mean, we already knew this for a while, but exams begin tomorrow. Yay. In this episode, there's not really a whole lot of studying that we can do. I mean, we've already studied quite a bit, so we're about as good as we're gonna be for these exams. But what are we going to do on the final, day before heading on over to exams? Well, I say we spend some time with Ryuji.
Yo.
There's not exactly a whole lot that we can do. We can't rank up with him. But this does give me an opportunity to show off what exactly we can do with our confidants if we're just spending time with them, now that we have access to hangout spots.
Yo.
So we can either just go with a default area, or we can actually head to a specific location. And these are actually rather important. Not anything mandatory, but a nice little side activity.
Yeah.
So when we, I am tongue-tied right now. Whenever we hang out with any of our party member confidants, and I've mentioned this before, we can actually select where it is that we want to hang out with them. For non-party members, they do just kind of have a set location that they choose to go to, and whichever ones they go to depends on how many times you've hung out with them. So with Ryuji, there's not exactly any place that we can particularly go to, except Ongikubo. Wow, I cannot speak today. So you can see that Yongenjaya, Shibuya, and Aoyama Ichome are blocked off because Ryuji doesn't really have any place in any of these locations that he wants to hang out with. There are other locations throughout the game, and Ryuji will want to go to some of those locations, but as of right now, we're going to head on over to Ogikubo. And since this is outside of our normal route, we will need to pay some money, specifically 260 yen, as it shows right there.
Let's go. Whoa.
We already came all this way. Dude, I think I'm in love.
Right?
No problem, Ryuji. Also, that response is important since you can get additional points by actually going to these specific locations.
Hey.
Oh, you sure? Oh, well thanks, Ryuji. Well, I mean, my room is pretty empty, so I'll take just about anything.
Yeah.
Alright, later, Ryuji.
You're back.
Now, the reason why that was rather important is that the specific item that we got with Ryuji, that wasn't just an offhand comment. We can actually add stuff to our room by examining the shelf. So, throughout different parts of the game, we will be able to add decorations to our room. Some of these are put in unique spots, whereas others you can interchange. A lot of them you can actually get by hanging out with your confidants in specific locations, both party members and non-party members. So we'll be able to personalize our room by spending more time with them. There are a few other decorations that we can get via other methods, but we'll get into those when we are able to get those. Now, there aren't any trophies or anything associated with this, but this is a nice little addition that you can potentially do. So, for example, we can put up this ramen bowl that we got from Ryuji. So now this will be here. Now that's the only present that we have. Now I will say this right now that we will not be able to get every single present. Some of them are just as simple as taking a confidant to a specific location, like we got with this one. Some of them are only available on certain days. Specifically, in my practice run, I missed 3 of these decorations. I'm hoping, though, that I can actually pick up one of them, though, this time around. So I might need to change a few things around with my guide in order to get that. But there's 2 in particular that I will absolutely not be getting. And I can say that very confidently, because one is super difficult to get, and the other one requires a prerequisite that I'm not going for. So, if you have any idea what they are, you already have an idea as to which ones I'm not going to be getting. But I will try my best to get the other decorations, and that way our room will be a little bit more fleshed out. Now, what exactly are we going to be doing this evening? Well, this evening, we are going to head on over to Shibuya and head to the beef bowl shop. We do have a job that we can do here, but before we actually do that, I'm gonna save.
I'll just add this.
Why exactly is it important to save? Well, you'll see. By the way, can you send me a text? Oh, Ryuji wants to study. I mean, that would give us more points than a knowledge, and actually would have saved us a bit of a trip to, you know, hanging out with him, but honestly, I think it's still better to show off the gifts when we can, so.
Oh.
At this point, though, we do also need to do this. So, time to go to work. Oh my. And this is important, because you do need to memorize it, and it is random every time. So, that is why is it important to save, because you also need to make sure that you do this right. Medium beef bowl. Large beef bowl. So medium, large. Large... Okay, medium barbecue. So, beef, medium beef, large beef, medium barbecue, large... Wow, that's actually really easy! Wow, that is actually super easy. So first was medium beef bowl. Second was a large beef bowl. Third was a medium barbecue. And last was a large barbecue. That was super easy! Like, I don't really find this to be that complicated, but they can be a little bit more trickier than that. That was super easy.
You.
It wasn't any problem.
Well then, I'll see you again.
Come again. Yeah, we should.
Good work.
So now you know why it was important to do this today, because this is a flag to begin that confidant. So we'll be seeing more of that politician in due time. Oh, thank you, sir.
I'm counting on you.
Thank you. So yes, we get a little bit extra money for our troubles.
Man.
Thank you. And we get a third point into proficiency as well, as opposed to the basic 2 from just doing it normally.
All right.
Overall, if you need to do something right, do it right. You get more points. Yeah, I'm beat.
Well, shall we begin?
Now it's time for midterms. Okay, although the line connects A to C, it looks like it leads to B. What is this phenomenon called? So yes, exams function identically to how they did in 3 and 4, in which you will be told different variations on the questions that you studied in class. And it is important to actually get these right. Now, unlike the questions in class, you cannot ask for help via the PlayStation Network in order to find out the correct answers. You're on your own for exams. But thankfully I know the answers to all of these. So, the answer is an optical illusion.
Ooh, we can do this.
and Morgana will tell you whether or not you got something right or not. Although, there are also essay questions, which are basically multi-part questions. What is the reason why people will see the same thing differently? And it is important to actually get these right on the first time, because you only have a limited amount of time to actually write the essay. But the answer is visual information. The brain. They have different cognitions.
Yep.
Yeah! So like I said, it's important to get those right the first time, otherwise you won't be able to finish the essay portion. And that is only day 1. And just like in 3 and 4, you don't get any evening time. You have to go through all of your exams all in one go.
Let's get started.
Which of the following expressions came from the name of the position that Minamoto no Yoshitsune held? That would be the magistrate's patronage. Hot pot attendant. No, magistrate's patronage.
Ooh, we can do this.
What is the origin of the English word talent? That is a sum of currency.
Ooh, we can do this.
And thankfully, you don't need to do an essay for every single day. Usually, there's only just one essay throughout the course of any exam. Ooh. That poll is going down by the day.
Okay, class, let's get started.
What did the Greek philosopher Socrates say that evil is born from? That would be ignorance.
Ooh, we can do this.
What's the least number of colors needed to paint Japan so no 2 adjacent areas are the same color? Oh, that one's easy. It's 4. 47! No, it's 4.
Ooh, we can do this.
Alright, everything's going well. And last day of exams. You're hopeless, Ryuji. You're failing for sure. Dude, it's not just about the present, you know. Morning on.
What was that?
Guys, calm down. On. What's up? If you say so.
Oh my god! That guy got off! Isn't this bad? Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Huh?
Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
I'm not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line. You are the one stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
I saw you from the car, and I couldn't help myself from chasing after you. I didn't even notice the calls from Sensei, but thank goodness I caught up to you.
Okay.
What?
You're the woman I've been searching for all this time. Please, won't you?
Wait a minute,
Be the model for my next art piece.
Huh?
Model?
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from you unlike anyone else.
This man's highly suspicious.
Ain't this a recruit for some shady business?
It does sound really suspicious.
Will you cooperate with me? What do you say?
Whoa, hold your horses! Who are you anyways?
Oh, where are my manners? I'm a second year at Kosei High's Fine Arts Division. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm Madarame-sensei's pupil, and I am being allowed residence at his place. I'm striving to become an artist.
Huh? Do you mean that Madarame? The one who was on Good Morning Japan the other day?
The very same.
You know who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
Didn't we?
Yusuke!
I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll be right there.
That old guy's Madarame?
Madarame-sensei's exhibition will begin at the department store near the station tomorrow. I'll be there to help out on opening day. Please come by. It'd be great if you could give me your answer in regard to being a model then. I bet you have no interest in the fine arts, but I'll give you tickets too. Well then, I hope to see you there tomorrow.
That guy's as easy to read as a book. You're not planning on going, are ya?
I think I will.
Huh?
Crap, look at the time. I'll see you later.
How dare he go after Lady Ann? I've memorized that face of yours, Yusuke.
You became acquainted with Madarame's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're even telling the truth. So be it. What I want to know most is your method. It's true that Madarame was an unforgivable criminal worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children. But how did you discover such horrible deeds that were hidden all these years in such a short time?
I discovered it in the metaverse.
This metaverse business again? Fine. Let's suppose that people's hearts can be changed by stealing their treasure, like you've said. If so, a different suspicion arises. People have gone mad or lost consciousness, never to recover, like the subway accident in April. Depending on how you look at it, that could be taken as a phenomenon for a sudden change of heart too. Were you related to those as well? I see. Fine. Continue telling me about Madarame's case. Keep it concise and only of the truth.
Very well. And now is the last day of exam, so this is basically just a knowledge check.
Yep.
So yeah, depending on what rank your knowledge is will determine how well you do on the last day of exams.
It's over.
It's over. How about you?
Oh, well, I feel confident about how I did.
You traitor!
What? I studied.
Anyways, can we stop talking about the exams? Like it or not, they're gonna come back graded next week. Rather than focus on stuff that's over with.
What are you looking at?
The usual site. It's no use. There ain't any useful info. Number of posts are getting less and less too.
Think we held out a little too long?
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay?
There's no point in getting antsy, though. I know. Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from the other day.
I want sushi then, or domestic raised eel.
We don't have that much left. Oh, right! There are those tickets to Madarame's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight with that Yusuke guy?
It's not like that.
Of course not.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets. Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
Madarame, was it?
Yeah, I'm curious about this too.
That aside, what should I do about the other 2 tickets? Want to go appreciate some fine arts for once?
Fine arts, huh?
I suggest we should all go together. Appreciating the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief who can't identify an original is lame.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled then.
I'm looking forward to it.
Just the phrase going to an art exhibit sounds kinda mature. Let's meet at the exhibit entrance tomorrow.
See you guys then.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Where have you been searching all along, confessing while alone without a clue, without a sign,
I mean, he did say
without grasping at
teacher, yeah? That he was a student?
where have I been?
So maybe.
I'm a sharpshooter at those masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found.
Yeah, I mean, this is about as good of a lead as any. If we're not getting anything from the fan side, then we have to take measures into our own hands. It might have been circumstance that we uncovered all of this, but it's a lead worth pursuing. But we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here. A little sooner than usual, but I think now's about an appropriate time to end things. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. We head on over to Madarame's art exhibit. We need to make sure that this is a legitimate lead before we start delving into the metaverse. And hey, a day of art doesn't necessarily sound like a bad thing. I mean, if we don't get anything, then we can appreciate some fine art for a day. But if things are a little bit more suspicious, then we might have something here. So until next time, everyone, take care.